Welcome back to our second try to start a full playthrough of Victoria 3. The first try, the connection was horrible. I could not subject both you, the YouTubers, or the streamers to how often I would have to restart both OBS, the game, or the stream and title. But now we are here, we are playing. For those of you unaware, this is Victoria 3, an economic grand strategy game produced and published by Paradox. This is one of their mainline titles. Mainline titles to me being Stellaris, Hearts of Iron, Europa Universalis, and Crusader Kings. Now, they are essentially a publishing company at this point. So they also do games like Surviving Mars, Surviving the Aftermath, which I still have not played. And one I am looking forward to is Surviving the Abyss, which we will play when it comes out as well. I don't know if I count those as mainline games. They have taken up the publishing duties for the Age of Wonders game. So both Planetfall, which I love and adore, and the mainline game of Age of Wonders 1, 2, 3. And they announced what we will be playing later this year as of recording this video, Age of Wonders 4, which I will be playing on stream. Oh, I know what game I can slide in there. Never mind. Sorry, just thinking out loud. We are going to hop into this game. Now, keep in mind, this is a very niche game. It is, I believe, $60 on Steam. Let me go ahead and check that out. Oh, no, sorry. It should be under 4 page. It is a full... Yeah, it is a so it's not 60 or 70, but it is a full $50 game. Content-wise, between the mods, and this game will be heavily modded, there's a mod I've been told they are making, that I'm keeping an eye out for, where they convert all of this into a fantasy world called Anbanar. For those of you unaware, that is a famous mod for Europa Universalis 4. That does a total conversion, converting that game into Anbanar. And someone is supposedly making an Anbanar mod for Victoria 3, which I'm looking forward to playing. So on the amount of content alone, it is worth the $50. However, it is a very niche game. Like I said, this is a economic strategy game. What does that mean? It means, yes, there is war in the game. But as opposed to a standard strategy game where it's like, oh, yeah, no, that guy's pissing me off, let's crush them. Even though there is war in this game, it is more of a last resort. You don't generally want to go to war. But we will see. So I fully expect this to be a kind of worth the money. We will see. We tried out the tutorials. We're going to hop in. We're going to do our full playthrough of the tutorial. That is what this series will be. Given the length and nature of this game, expect the videos to be anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour long, depending on how I break them up. And we will dive in. So we're going to go ahead, new game. We're going to do learn the game. So as you can see, there's sandbox. We are going to do achievements. Game rules are whatever the default game rules are going to be. There's different ways of winning. And we're going to... Okay, so... In the tutorial videos we looked at, we played as Sweden, Chile, Belgium, and South Africa. It appears they have changed South Africa. They have decided that is not a good place to start with. But Persia is better. We are not going to choose Persia. We are going to choose Chile. We are not going to play Iron Man mode. I expect to screw up royally. I'm sure there are achievements for the Iron Man mode. And whatever the game rules are, there are plenty of game rules you can mess with. Achievements, AI behavior towards players, AI aggression, formidable nations. So historically plausible or ahistorical, anything goes. Same thing here. Monument effects. Interesting. No flags from subjects. Map color. So there are things to mess with. So we're just going to hold game rules reset to defaults. We're going to switch Chile. That should set it to... Because I know... Hold on. Pre-selected. Okay. If I go back to learn the game... Yes. So that... By switching from economic dominance, which is all standard, to learn the game, it is now lenient and low AI aggression. So that is something to keep in mind. We're going to apply that. Again, we're going to play as Chile. Chile is embarking, and I apologize for saying that wrong, on a process of political centralization, concentrating power to the hands of the government and the church. What does the future hold for Chile? And there have been, between now and the demo, there have been major patches that have changed things and rebalanced things and that sort of thing. And there will continue to be. That is one of the things Paradox is great with, especially their mainline games. They will support that till the ends of the earth. So we're going to go ahead and just start the game. Now, this is, despite the... How do I word this? I don't want to say graphical fidelity. That's a bad way to say it. But you would look at this and go, oh, well, it's a map. How much graphical power is... There is quite a bit, but a lot of the power in this game about why it... And that was actually a really quick load for me. Usually why this might be a bit memory hungry or CPU hungry is because it is crunching the entire world. So we got Russia, the Hudson Bay Company, the United States, Mexico. Now, this does take place between January 1st, 1836, all the way up to, I believe, the start of World War I. I'm going to check that. What is the time range for Victoria 3? Yeah, 1836 to 1936. It is 100 years. Alright, the year's 1836. Sorry, we were playing as Chile. Chile. Again, I apologize. Not a native Chilean speaker. Ooh. Also, shout out to Leila David, 31. Welcome to the herd. Thank you for the follow. What language do they speak in Chile? What language do they speak? It might be in... I imagine it's Spanish, but it could be Portuguese. Oh, apparently it's, Mapudungun is spoken by the Mapuche, or Rapa Nui is spoken by Eastern Islanders, and a small minority also speak Aymara. Okay, so, and Spanish, maybe. So, a derivation of Spanish. I'm not a native speaker of that language, I apologize. These guys. I am, really, that's Great Britain... I guess the Easter Islands are over here somewhere? Huh. I speak English most of the time, and even then, people would argue it's not the best. So, the year is 1836. Jose Joaquin Prieto is General of Chile. The Industrial Revolution is well underway, bringing cataclysmic social change along with it. More than 20 years have passed since the Congress of Vienna imposed some semblance of order upon Europe. And unrest is once again starting to brew among the great powers. It will be up to you to guide Chile to glory over the following century. There is no one way to win Victoria 3. You set your own goals and experience different stories in the process of pursuing them. So much like EU4, it's you start playing and stuff happens. Very much about emergent gameplay and storylines. We are going to do the full tutorial. So our goals this playthrough are going to be twofold. One, to finish the full 100 years playing the tutorial, whatever that is, and not losing, which can happen if we get invaded or wiped out or something along those lines. I don't know. I'm sure there are ways to lose. And two, if possible, maybe not this area, or this area, but anywhere that is not a European power, at least, to conquer for Chile. So the idea, in 100 years, we're going to take over at least 90% of South America. That's optional. And guaranteed finish the tutorial. So, those are our goals. Victoria 3 is about taking charge of, growing, and shaping a Victoria-era country, with a primary focus on economics, and politics. You'll be constructing a society of your own imagination while overcoming internal and external obstacles. Politics, economics, diplomacy, and war are all tools to that end, but must be employed with care as your population have needs and desires of their own. Your decisions will impact them, and they will in turn attempt to influence you. Victoria 3 is a dynamic simulation with many moving parts. All your actions will have consequences, even unintended ones. This is normal and expected. Do not have to learn how everything works before you play. Take it slow and learn from your mistakes, and you'll soon be an expert policy maker. Next. Yep, use the WASD keys to move around. Do this. Oh, I didn't know about the tab button, so tab does this. And there, got it. Sometimes we will see underlined text, a colored name, or concept. Hover your cursor over such text to get more information in a new window called a tooltip. Keep your cursor still for a moment and the tooltip will get solid border and lock in place. You can then find new underlined text names, So, that's this. I can either hover there or I have it set to be middle click. So if I middle click, it stays. I can now go in there, middle click there, and keep going. This should be in almost any form of strategy game. Even if all it is hover, okay, what does this tech do? Middle click, pops up, oh, that's what it does. Oh, what does this bonus mean exactly for this faction? Click or hover, a solid, oh, that's what that means. Every strategy game. This is like what Paradox does here for this into this, and you can just keep going deeper, as deep as you need to. See? As long as you keep waiting long enough, or middle clicking, as what I have said. Every strategy game. This should be standard. Honestly. Alright. Next. 3 capacities measure different aspects of your country's power. So with the orange text to get more information. Bureaucracy is a capacity used to maintain our admin. Authority is to effect internal change to your country, like decrees, interest groups, and laws. And influence, oh, not diplomacy now, the capacity used for diplo actions and pacts. Now, I will say this, and I don't think anyone from Paradox will ever see this. Maybe they will. Maybe at some point I will get up the courage to... Hold on, I need my tea. Post a suggestion on the official forums. I know for a fact the deeper we get in the game, like if we go into politics, and go into government, sorry, not government, laws, right? We are an oligarchy. The further down we get on this, like universal suffrage, well, not anarchy, census suffrage, we get less and less authority, right? But more legitimacy, potentially. See, look. 100 authority, 100 authority. This drops us to 50 authority. So it is a weird thing where you lose authority as the game goes along. And you gain influence, but there's not enough to spend influence on. Something I would like to see, and I'm surprised there might be a mod for this, but I'm surprised it doesn't work this way, is the more you turn away from oh, Council Republic. Interesting. Ideology penalty? Interesting. So I think you want to kind of be a parliamentary republic. Or even a council republic. And you can play a theocracy. But the combination of the two, right? The more you move away toward, like, see? The monarchy gives us plus 200 authority. This gives us 1. This gives us none. So the more you turn into a parliamentary republic or a president, you lose authority. Instead, I would like to see these things. Where are they? Decrees. So these cost authority. What I would like to see is if we get down to universal suffrage, right, these no longer cost authority, but instead start costing your influence. To represent the fact that we're moving away from, hey, do what I say, to, alright, there is a group of us, we need to come to a consensus. How much influence am I spending to use these? Okay? I think that's a really smart thing to do, and I hope they do that at some point, but they're not doing it yet. Alright. Next. Treasury. The vast majority of your money in your country is circulated by buildings and pops, and is outside your control. Da-da-da! Direct control. Buildings and pops can be taxed to grow and improve your economy. Decrease your expenses by minimizing the operating costs of government buildings. The balance shown in the bar reflects a weekly change. Unlike capacities, money can be saved to be spent later, though going into debt by running a negative weekly balance can often yield a better return on investment. Loans will be automatically paid while your weekly balance is positive. So going into loans, not a bad thing. It's okay to do it a little. I know if your loans get too big, you can lose the game. But you can do it a little, and I think it's encouraged. Buttons can take you to screens showing an overview of the different aspects of Chile. Some are used to manage your country, while others are informational. Feel free to look through them and press next when ready. Lenses. Along the bottom of the screen are 5 lenses. They provide easy access to actions you can take to shape your country, combined with the information needed to make good decisions. Production is for expanding industries, so on and so forth. Done. Oh, and then close it. Oh, I gotta open it. Alright. Each lens has its own map mode. And then close it again. So this shows us we're in Santiago. If I go to... Please, hold on. Resources, industry. Alright. Interesting. I'll go ahead and close that. And finally, our turns. Speed 1, Speed 5. Unpause the game. Speed 2 at least. Unpause. Immediately pause. So, what are we looking at? Challenges will appear eventually. We are going to... I believe we are... Oh, are we not colonizing either one of these? hold on. Usually there we go. The journal. You have just been given your first tutorial challenge. We have paused the game to give you time to read. Remember to unpause using the speed controls of the spacebar when you're ready to resume. Again, spacebar default pause. Any game that has speed controls. So open the journal. Thank you. Expand a basic building. So go to Santiago, which is this one. Buildings. And what is the exact journal? Expand the livestock ranches in Santiago. So that is literally just... sorry. There we go. Up by 1, please. Oh, hold on. So journal... Inspect. Great, I understand. And we will let that tick. Are we not colonizing this? We're not. Oh, wow. We're going to colonize... No, we're colonizing this one. Sorry. We're colonizing this one. We're also going to colonize... Patagonia right away. Okay. We're not going to colonize Buenos Aires, because if we go to the map, most of Buenos Aires is already colonized by Argentina. I know we can afford to colonize these two from our previous run. Can we decree... is these buttons. Okay, can't decree. Okay, we can decree this. And I will use 100 authority to do that. So what's going to happen is we're going to encourage people to move here. Which means, because this is a colonization area, this will colonize faster. Is my understanding. The next thing we're actually going to do is take a look at budget. So, consumption taxes. I can get 1.5k by dumping all my authority into that. Although we don't need the money right now, so I guess we'll wait on that. So, services and furniture gets me this. 1,000 between clothes and services. But it's never bad to do services. So we'll go ahead and do that. And the other thing I want to do immediately is declare interest. Not in the Andes. In New England. Okay. So that we can diplomacy. Begin improving relations with them. We begin improving relations with them. Okay. Okay. And that's it. For now. So, the reason why I've done that is in a few test games, what I did was I improved relations with Russia or Great Britain. And got them to the point where they accepted me as a subject. Immediately became a subject, and that freed up so much bureaucracy. So now we're just going to let things tick. We're going to go up to speed 5. Pause. We could... Can we afford to is the question. You do not have a construction sector. You do not have a construction sector. Alright. We are going to build a construction sector. Here. Go into buildings. Well, construction. Bump that up to the top. Now that's going to eat into profits eventually. Oh, are we doing technology? Inactive trade routes. Artillery from the American market is inactive. So if we go into trade, which is market, trade routes, this is inactive. So we will cancel. There we go. Cancel that trade route. Trade route needs convoys. Okay. Yep. 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 Don't care about that. So the first thing is first is we're going to build this. Pause. Take a look at the other thing we're gonna. Oh, journal. I don't think we're gonna do that. The conquest of the desert, all of Patagonia and Mendoza. I don't know where Mendoza is. Argentina. Alright. And Patagonia is Chile. Is these two. Okay. Probably not gonna get those. Not gonna lie. We're also gonna take a look at politics. Is there anything... That'll eat into our authority. More strength from every... Okay, this one is just the aristocrats and capitalists. This adds clergymen and officers. Ooh. Okay. This is gonna be hard to get to. I think we wait on that. Let's see. No police. Now this is interesting. Increases moral. I'm gonna try to enact. We got 51% armed forces, petite bourgeoisie, and landowners. Rural folk don't like this. They're already at 1. Do we care about the rural folk? So let's take a look at our overview. Right now, the armed forces are the only major people in the government. Interesting. We're losing prestige, but our military tech cost is reduced because of the veterans. Interesting. Let's get... We already have that, so that's great. Let's get... Oh, do we want an education, though? Oh, no schools. And no one's interested in that yet. They're both 51. This is meh. This is... Oh! Yeah, this is... The intelligentsia don't care. They're indifferent. So I will take a 1. So we'll go ahead and try to enact this. Okay. So once this is built, it's going to start eating into our weekly income. By 0.04... Oh, no, wait, there it goes. Now it's dropping. Pause. Other things we can look at building right away. So this is making us profit. The gold mines are making us profit. Logging camps are making us profit. Tobacco plantations. No port. 0.39. Do you have a port? You do have a port. So we will build a port here as well. And queue up a gold mine here as well. And let those tick. Alright. Oh, hold on. What's this? Fortunately, I have no funds to allocate. Ooh, wow. Sure. Yeah, that's gonna eat into our funds a little. Cool. Now it's a 15% chance to get enacted. Again, you can... Yellow bar, not the worst. Our balance is in the negative, but as things build, that will hopefully change. Brazil's just instantly eating people up. Well, that's frightening. Yeah, I know. Okay. Pause. Drop that down to 1. The expansion of the livestock ranches in Santiago, you ordered some time ago, is now complete. The building can now support a larger workforce and produce more goods. We'll also have to pay weekly material costs for the goods required in its expansion. The rate by which you can order the expansion of buildings across Chile is limited by a construction sector, which can be expanded in exactly the same way as industries. Having construction sector buildings in the same state as the building under construction will increase construction efficiency. Understand. Change production method on the wheat farms in Santiago. So, we have wheat farms in Santiago, down here. Right now they're making grain and vineyards. I can give them harvesting tools, which will increase their production. And it looks like... So if I'm reading this correctly, can I... Okay. Goods that are part of the same pop. Both green and other goods. Of a good a pop will buy. The same good as an obsession. Higher base amount. So... If my understanding is if I switch to harvesting tools, yes, it will cause the price of tools to go up, but more people will consume it, so we'll make money overall. So we're going to switch to harvesting tools. Let that sit. Switch to 5. Did that not count? Or maybe it needs time to tick in. Hold on. Ah, it's got to be active for 4 weeks. Gotcha. Great. Expanded to Paco and Los Rios. So again, we're just going to click that up by 1. Port's going to take 48 weeks. 100. 27. I don't think we can afford a construction here, can we? -3? I don't think so. Oh, Con, hold on. Oh, great, so we now have a dedicated police force. Great. So now if we go into politics, institutions, we have a police force. Great. Now we could bump it up to level 3, but I think that would eat in No. That's not right. Hold on. How is this calculated? 19 minus 9. So, hold on. Minus 10. Still minus 10. That doesn't seem right. Let's just go up to 2, and we'll stop there. And we'll take a look. Are there any other politics I can mess with? I prefer total separation. That's gonna be... Oh, I always do that. I apologize. Okay. We have that. That's fine. I don't think there's anything else. I want to get to this, but that's going to take a while. Yeah. I prefer private schools, personally, to religious schools, or even public schools. But that's going to take a while. I think that's all we can do. Don't think we do colonial resettlement. I think 1's fine. So I think we're good there. We're just going to let time tick. Okay. Pause. Can we... If I... So the way trade works, if I do trade route... The American market. So, hold on. There's a better way to look at this. Details. There we go. American market, luxury goods. We are making tobacco, but this would... There we go. So this, the negative 54 means people want this and they're not getting it. They have a surplus of liquor, tobacco, wine, and sugar. So that's not going to work. They need tools, but our balance of tools is pretty negative as well. So that's not going to work. Actually, if we do it by balance, would that be better? They need iron, coal, wood. We could sell them hardwood. Yeah, they're a surplus in all the staples, so that's not going to get us anything. They are negative small arms and ammo. Tools. So if we look at the Chilean market, details tools. So we're at plus 12. We have 56 sell orders and 44 buy orders. So, can we start a trade? New export. Tools. American market. Okay, and we'll see how that helps. Alright. Cancel, because otherwise we'll be in a shortfall. And we don't want to be in the shortfall of bureaucracy. Close this. Again, you don't mind being a little negative for a little while, or even getting a few... Alright, pause. Hey, more influence. What? Now we can... Okay. Great, so now we have tech. Don't care about that. Working on that. Wood. Clippers. If we go to market, this isn't doing anything. Go ahead and kill that. So, the question becomes, do we want the lathe next? Are we looking at military, which would give us more convoys and is pretty quick? Do we want something in society, like mass communication, which would give us more authority? Little prestige there. We're not... I don't think we have to worry about malaria. This could be useful. Let's do... That's 23 months. Let's do the stock exchange. And let that tick. Pause. So now that we're trading with them... Conquer New York. And eventually we want to become their protectorate? Once we get relations and trade up enough, I believe is the goal. I thought it was just subject, but maybe it is protectorate. Okay. And we have... Yep. Some extra authority. So if we go into our authority, state actions, sorry, decrees, greener grass. We can now do our greener grass campaign here. And we will. And that's all we're going to use our authority for. We could go into budget. Dump it on liquor? And tobacco. To get us a little more money. And call that good. Alright, good. So this is almost built. Alright. Which will speed up building in here. So there's the tobacco plant. Oh, perfect. Complete research for stock exchange. That's what we're working on. Alright, and now we're building a port here. Okay, so at least we're not negative prestige. Begin imports of clippers. Alright, so if we go to new import. Where are you? Clippers. Either one's gonna lose us money. And we can't afford the bureaucracy anyway. So we're gonna wait. Pause. And what we can do to offset... You have government. You do not have an urban center. We'll go ahead and throw down an urban center there as well. The port's more important than the gold, than the government center. Yeah, wine, tobacco went up. That's okay. Everything else dropped. And this is the game, honestly. It's tweaking things. It's all about little upgrades and little changes to get where you want to go. Yeah. Why does our government have low legitimacy? No. No. Autocracy. Interesting. Landed voting. Okay, that is getting... So we're not... So we want to get to landed voting. From 5 to 0. Really, the industrialists opposed that. Interesting. And that 55% of people support that. So if we were gonna go this way, this is the way we want to go. To get away from oligarchy. Because it would give more people more power on top of that. Maybe. We're not going to go to autocracy. Oh, the industrials oppose this the least. Okay, interesting. Let's try to enact that law. And we'll see how long that takes. Mm-hmm. We'll lose a little authority, but it shouldn't be much. Okay, we'll get that port up and running. That will actually help with resources and that sort of thing. We do like logging camps. And we unlock Napoleonic Warfare. Cool. Alright, and now gold mine. Ooh. We got landed voting. Nice. So, more legitimacy from votes. More legitimacy from government clout. And more... Alright, that's great. So... Why? Oh, I know why. I need to reflect, because we got the parties. So we need the Liberal Party. But if I reform now... When's the next vote? Yeah. When's our next vote due? If I do it now, I'll force radicalism. A lot. Oh, here we go. Perfect. We gotta wait for this election. Because once this election fires... Prestige... Our wine output. Prestige. What's prestige used for? Is there a huge demand for wine right now? No, not really. So we'll do, product for export. Once this triggers, we can then move things around for free without creating radicalism. And that's the important thing. Enact poor laws. Hello. What's that? Oh, I guess a better way to do this would be National Guard, poor laws, welfare. That's this. Oh, interesting. Okay, I would do that. Which is industrialists and trade unions, but not landowners. But that's okay. But I don't have the technology to do that. Avant-garde activated. What is that? Society technology, minus 10%. Great. And we're almost done the research for the stock exchange. We just got the lathe. Great. Office. Okay. Huh. Alright, we'll wait on that. And there's a stock exchange. Okay, here we go. So now we can reform for free. So if we reform the government, we definitely want these guys in. Really? Hold on. Okay. Really? Really? Okay, that's a weird system. So, if these guys give us plus 47, right? They give us 18. These guys give us 82. 80... Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't like how this is calculated. So it isn't alright if you throw these in plus 65, right? And then these guys would give us minus 17. So you'd think doing something like this would give us, because we've got these guys and these guys in here, it would counteract these guys. But it doesn't. So I think we're gonna have to confirm this. Go into tech. Do we need authority? Do we need anything military-wise? Production-wise? We are going... Oh, 35 months. 35. These are all 35? Yeah. So we're looking at society. 3 years. 10 to 18 weeks. 21. Years. Alright, so I guess at this point it's either do this or pick something we're already... Alright, we'll go ahead and do intensive agriculture then. I'm gonna let the gold mine tick up. I need to close that. Plus 50. I'm pretty sure if we max this out... Oh. I may have screwed this up. Uh-oh. Oh, we can build something here. Alright. How is our wood demand? Yeah, we have more buy than sell. So we are going to build... Oh, we can't yet. Oh, here. A logging camp here. Now we can... start importing clippers, I think. Yeah. Oh, the American market would make us the most money. So now it would be... This will make us an extra 2 pounds, I guess. So let's go ahead and start that. Close that. Great. Pause. Arupunia. I don't know where that is. Hold on. Los Rios. Oh, here. Which means there are a gold field here. Interesting. Maybe we can turn that into a gold mine. Yeah. I think you want to float a couple alone, ideally. Yeah, I know. Clothes is going up. Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or, even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.